Salutations, and welcome to a Corrosion Hour exclusive rustadmin training video. In today's video, we will be covering mindset, mental maturity, and admin code of conduct. As with every job, personality, confidence, desire, and ambition certainly play a part in the degree of success a potential applicant will have in the position. Rust admins, probably more so than most jobs, short of something like a real-world correctional officer, will fairly regularly be subjected to some pretty terrible verbal abuse by those they mean to serve. Deciding to become an admin in the first place is often a misunderstood undertaking, resulting in an abnormally high rate of turnover. Many a player have opened a server of their own, only to find out that it's truly a thankless and costly job most of the time. This being said, to be considered a good admin is sometimes a balancing act between what needs to be said, what you want to say, and what you actually say. We all have days where we wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Human nature happens. We aren't saying that as an admin you have to be on your game 100% of the time, but it is important to be able to self-identify when you're tilted. You shouldn't have to ban people that annoy you and lose your status as an admin on the server you're working for to get the hint. We all have personal triggers, mental stupors, and even physical signs when we're stressed and not in a good frame of mind. Before you ever decide that you might want to admin or mod for others, you should make sure that you can self-regulate your own emotional states. Going right along with recognizing your own triggers and moods, it is absolutely essential that you can see the same in others. Being an admin for Rust in particular is basically wearing a sign that says "kick me." A Rust admin must have the capacity to identify when someone is upset. They must also maintain their cool and collected demeanor at all times, and determine when there is a real problem that requires addressing versus someone trying to troll you and waste your time. We're expected to be level-headed and logical in our responses, impartial in our outlook towards the player base, and approachable to people from all walks of life. Some days, admins are expected to make tough choices. It's almost like parenting in many ways, with slightly less financial obligation and responsibility. When you admin for a server, you are the face of that community. It is also of the utmost importance to take care of yourself when working with the community. No one wants to see berserk admins. In contemplation before applying or accepting an admin position, it's good to ask yourself a few very important questions. Does my desire to become an admin come from a place of wanting to be helpful, or simply pad my ego? Am I willing to sacrifice the time and energy into a pursuit with practically no payoff? Is it worth it not to be able to potentially play on my favorite server group anymore? My friend messed up. Should I really ban him? Every server, having different owners, are going to be beholden to some form of mantra, creed, or belief system. The rules from server to server are going to differ, and it's important to recognize the difference in wording, especially if you work or play in different communities. This admin code of conduct should be your handbook for all things pertaining to the server you're working. It should encapsulate the core values of what server ownership wants a server to be, and how they want things to run. There are going to be times where you meet players that have no idea what the purpose of the rules of the server are, either by ignorance or while attempting to be deceptive, and it's going to be incumbent upon the admin team to be educators, and in certain situations, enforcers. Of course, while there are consequences at times for players that use the wrong language or exceed the team limit, there are much harsher consequences for the admin that doesn't abide by his own code. The phrase admin abuse can follow a team or server group for years. We are supposed to be the arbiters of impartial discretion. This can be a lot for some to handle. For any additional information on this and other admin-related topics, please check out our links in the description. If you find our content useful, feel free to like, subscribe, and share it with your team. Until next time.